they were gonna do some shit, like they'd stand on business, but they didn't really
Hello?
do that.
Hola, amigo. Is this Manor?
Yes, it is. What's good, Edgar?
What's going on, amigo? Where's your boss?
You're speaking to him for now.
So you're the one in command.
Yes.
So let me get this.
SK's gone to bed.
Okay, I ask you in bullet point. Okay, I'll keep it short and sweet. So I learned today that Manor have problem with us because of Brandon. Is this true or false?
Yeah.
Okay. I want you to know something. Brandon is a mark. Okay, you know what that means?
No.
That's a pig that don't fly straight. Okay? That's why he got popped. I heard he ran with the manure. So I called the boss. This is called courtesy. I asked him straight. Is Brandon your boy? Because he got popped. I called to ask the boss if he sanctioned what Brandon did, to see if he was the one that gave the order for Brandon to be the weasel and to pull the weasel moves that he did.
What do you mean he's a weasel?
Senior SK said, no, Edgar, I didn't tell him to do none of that. It had nothing to do with me. Whatever he did, that's his business. I assume the leader of the Manor and all the Manor boys, at the end of the day, they got slinkers. They're all on the street, they got some tripas. Their word means something. But it turned out the leader lied to me. That's a sad affair. That's even worse than being Brandon, than being associated with him. Why he not speak the truth? He afraid or something? God forbid it's not what they told me. The Manor had a lot on their plate. Amigo, it don't matter if your plate is full course dinner, you don't become a punk. Because there's already some beef going on. At the end of the day, man have a backbone and some tripas and that never changes. I don't believe, amigo, there's no way that SK folded like that and lied to me on the phone when I asked him about Brandon, saying, did you sanction this guy, what he did? And I explained to him what he did and why I popped him. I thought it was important for the leader to know, as a courtesy. But you're telling me he lied about it, kept his secret to clear his plates, and then to grow a backbone and make a move? How that makes sense? Please tell me this is not how Manor move, amigo.
Did you call me to sort this out, or did you call me to cuss out my leader and my gang members?
I'm giving you I'm asking for explanation because it
Bollocks.
can't be that cooked.
You've called Brandon a rat, a pig that doesn't fly straight, whatever. You've called SK a liar. You've called the Manor whatever the else, bro.
But
have you called to sort this? Or have you called to diss my people on the phone to me?
Listen, you can say what you want. I have only spoken the truth. Now, if this can be sorted, it's no problem. But the only reason something is going on right now, blood was spilled, and I called, amigo, the boss. That was not dissing, that was not disrespect. It was the complete opposite because I esteemed the Manor gang. Truly. I said, this guy got hit, this is why. Did you have anything to do with it? No, okay, I'm letting you know. Is there a problem? No problem whatsoever. I even told him at the end of the conversation, listen, I'm still open to work with you all. Like, I'm not going to turn my back on the entire organization because this one guy. But 2 weeks later, amigo, this is going on, so I'm like scratching my head.
Well, it's not the only thing that's happened today, Edgar. Was it?
I literally wake up 30 minutes ago and I'm being told there's bullets flying and blood is being spilled and it stems from Brandon. But I had the leader tell me it's all good, amigo.
Well, here's what happened, okay? Here's what happened today.
They got nothing, guys.
A member of your organization was taken hostage for a cash exchange. In retaliation, a member of us was taken hostage for a cash exchange. Okay? I was then doing some, I guess, scouting around your area to see what energies were on, see if he was rolling out, see if he was looking for us, what was going on. All of a sudden, I get pulled up on by 2 cars, and I get pit to the moon and shot at. So that's where we're at today. And since then, we've called, we've tried to negotiate, we've been told we're not getting anything back, and we said, okay. And then all of a sudden your boys are spinning my block. 4 or 5 times they've drove past my block in a convoy. It's quite clear to me what energy we're on, Edgar.
Senor, nobody in my crew would like try to bully or beef or grab anyone from Manor hostage. That already
Let me
number
get this
one.
straight.
That,
No one in your crew would bully someone from Manor. Let's just clarify that.
what you mean? That's what I'm fucking saying.
Yeah, I'm just clarifying it wouldn't happen.
I don't understand what you're saying. When our crew don't go out looking for a fight, like I said, there was a mutual understanding there. Okay, some call it respect, some call it whatever. Your boys come and grab my guy. That number one is an act of war. Second, my guys grab one of yours. Apparently the guy was talking a whole bunch of mess too, expect this, expect that while he being grabbed. Then after you here tell me you're out scouting, that also is an act of war. Okay? Now the bottom line is that SK is a shame he not around. I'm trying to talk to him. Say to my guys, this come from Brandon. Okay. But the moment Brandon got, I called instantly. I was lied to. For what reason, I don't know. It's kind of embarrassing. And then today, one of my crew gets got. And what follows, amigo? The natural sequence of events. Now you
What
say...
follows is your boy running his mouth in the cash exchange. That's what follows.
Amigo, my boys... They could say whatever...
Cyprus did this to us 3 days ago and got put on their backs.
I
Don't
don't...
expect the same retaliation.
I'm not talking to Cyprus, I'm talking to you.
Yeah,
You said
well,
you called...
Your boy thought he was talking to Cyprus.
You
Said the same shit was going to happen to us, right?
You says, listen, in this life, amigo, anybody can get hit. The biggest and the smallest. Don't ever forget that. Now with that said, you said you called to make attempts to squash it. What exactly was the attempt made?
I don't know. I didn't make the call. SK spoke to one of your boys.
See, they were asking for all the stuff back, from what I understand.
That sounds about right.
Now why the would anyone give anything back after my guy grabbed first and we were straight up lied to? Which is more of a disrespect on the person giving the lie than who he lying to. Make it make sense for me.
You know what's disrespectful, Edgar? You calling my line, dissing out my leader,
Amigo,
cussing out my gang members.
you saying I'm
then
decent,
you
but
bring
you
me
haven't called
energy.
me, but you haven't called me a liar. If it's a
What do you mean
diss
I
for,
haven't called you a liar?
if it's a diss for me to point out that your leader lied to me, just think of that for a moment. That's why I couldn't believe. I thought SK wouldn't diss himself like that. This guy run a gang. There are worse things in life, amigo, than getting shot and even dying. When SK around, amigo, tell him to give Edgar a call. We can continue the 2 week ago call. Adios. I feel bad for these guys, amigo.
I was confused, man. Like he sounded very
This
like,
is
snaky.
what is happened to the slinkers.
He
The
sounded
age of the
real
slinker
snaky,
is
man.
done, amigo. He said you call it dissing. Only thing I'm doing is relaying facts, amigo, and this guy think I'm dissing him.
I think you
What
said
did
it
you
well,
guys
amigo.
do
Where
to
was the
them,
lie?
amigo? He said you guys, we tried to end it. You guys spinning my block.